G'day mates, two full face masks that seal great at high pressures. The Löwenstein Lena and the ResMed Mirage Quattro, both with dual wall seals. Let's check them out, starting with the Lena. All right, here she is in all her glory. The Löwenstein Lena, made in Germany. Now, is she the most minimalistic, lightweight CPAP mask on the market? Hell no. She's a big girl, let's be honest. Does she seal well at high pressures? Abso-fucking-lutely. A lot of clinicians using this mask on BiPAP patients. BiPAP machines can reach up to 25 centimeters. You can also use this mask with ventilators up to 35 centimeters. And it's all because of the dual wall cushion. And we'll take a closer look at that in a moment. And also this forehead support here, which really anchors the mask well. All right, I'll give you a quick overview of the mask. So here's the elbow. Plenty of swivel action here with the elbow, and also the quick release adapter for your tubing. And this also swivels around. So plenty of movement there for when you're rolling around in bed. Moving up the mask, we have a little O2 port here for those patients who require additional oxygen. Then we have the forehead support, the T-bar here, and this has 5 levels of adjustment. And you can see here as I move this part up, it's adjusting the T-bar. I'll put this on a mannequin head in a moment and give you a closer look at this and how it works. Nice thick headgear here. Really good Velcro. And also the clips. And these are non-magnetic clips. They're not the best clips I've ever seen. All right, watch what happens as I shift through the gears. All right, so this is level 1. As I go up to level 2, can you see what happened there? Up to level 3. What's happening is it's moving this cushion away from the nose as I'm going up. All right, and it's moving the bottom part in closer. As I come down through the gears, you can see here it's shifting inwards to the nose. So how can you use this for your advantage? Well, if you're getting a lot of pressure on the bridge of the nose, we want to move up through the gears. 2, 3, 4, 5 to bring that cushion out to relieve the pressure on the bridge of the nose. And alternatively, if you're someone who struggles with mask leaks up here, right at the bridge of the nose, very common, then you can shift down through the gears, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it brings this closer into the nose to seal off that area. Now, let's just say this is your problem area down here. Perhaps you have a recessed chin. Well, check this out. Shift up through the gears. Have a look what happens. Focus in on this section. See that? Boom. Really pushes in down here. So there you go. Great little adjustment point here. And obviously the forehead support really anchors everything in place so that it's very secure. All right, you can see how secure this mask is right now. Let's check out the dual wall seal. This is the secret sauce right here, guys. This is where the magic happens, the dual wall cushion. And I'll try and explain how it works. Basically, it's a 2-layer system. You have this outer flap, quite thin and flexible, and an inner flap, firm and rigid. And when this mask is pressurized, this inner flap pushes out against the outer flap and provides that reinforcement, that scaffolding. And then coupled with this here, your forehead support, you have a mask to be reckoned with. I'll peel it off and give you a closer look. Just peels off. All right, it's a thing of beauty. Check that out. And I think we all know what they modeled this mask on. Hey, look at that. There are 3 sizes available, small, medium and large. This one here is the medium size, and it's not a one-size-fits-all mask frame. So if you have a medium cushion, medium mask frame. Small cushion, small mask frame, you get the idea. Now this mask does fit slightly larger compared with other masks from other manufacturers. So if you're currently using a medium full face mask, let's just say with ResMed, Fisher & Paykel, and you want to give the Lena a go, then you might actually be a small, but I'll put a sizing guide in the description down below that you can check out. Now, it's one thing me jumping in front of the camera here, ranting and raving about the Lena mask seal, but these days I like to have some good solid data to back up my claims. So we're going to take a quick look at some Sleep HQ case studies from members who are struggling with high mask leak, starting with John. Uncle Nick, thank you very much for letting me know about the Lena. I got one recently right after I saw your Lena YouTube short and have been using it, and it's way better than other masks I've tried. For example, the ResMed AirFit F20. Lena seals great, even at high pressures. It's really helped me. Data shows leaks are minimized. Amazing. Now let's check out some of John's data on Sleep HQ. And for those of you that don't know, Sleep HQ is my cloud-based sleep apnea management platform that I developed with my best mate, Adam. And if you want to check out your detailed charts, check out your leak data, click the link above and you can sign up for a free account and check it out. All right, here we go. Now we can see here, December to January, a lot of unintentional mask leak out the side of his AirFit F20. And then all of a sudden there's a big change. You can see it right here where the leak rates fall off a cliff, and this is when he started using the Lena mask. You can see it here. All right, so what have we got? 28.80, 39.6, 25.2, and then all of a sudden 0, 0, 0, 0, 2.4, 3.6. There are two great big bars here, and I'll quickly explain those. This is when John took his mask off and forgot to press the off button. So basically, mask off his face. Okay, but you can see a dramatic change in the leak here. And now let's check out the daily view, the dashboard. Starting with the F20, you can see here he's got very high pressure requirements. He's on a BiPAP machine with a pressure of 20. All right, so really high pressure. And let's scroll down and check out the leak chart. So this is the daily leak chart, and I'll just zoom in for you. All right, and you can see it here. So this is the air leaking out from the F20, this blue line here, changing over time, 3:50 a.m. to 5:20 a.m. And this is a lot of leak, all right? 39.6 liters per minute. Anything over 24 liters is considered large leak. And if you want to check out a video on why leak rates are important, click the link above. Really great video on leak rates. All right, but you can see there's a lot of mask leak here. Now I want to show you what this mask leak is doing. Now at this point in the night, right here, John wakes up out of sleep. And I can guarantee the cause of that arousal was his high mask leak here. Right, the air's gushing out the mask, disturbs his sleep. He wakes up, he's pissed off, rips the mask off, leak rate's 120, fiddling around with the straps, and then he gets the mask to seal again. But what I want to show you is this. Although there's not a lot of apnea, hypopnea, respiratory flags, you know, you've got a UA, that's an unidentified apnea. The machine can't work it out because the leak rates are too high. If we come up here, his apnea-hypopnea index is 1.94, very, very good. But if we come down here and check out the amount of air flowing into John's lungs with every breath, this is the tidal volume measurement. Check this out. When we have high leak, there's a lot less air pressure inside the mask, forcing air down into John's lungs. All the air's leaking out the side. And because of that, the amount of air flowing into his lungs is low. Look at it, 180, 260, 160, very, very low. And let's compare that to when he has low mask leak over here. All right, so here's the low mask leak. Check this out. Look at the tidal volume now, 640, 500, it's nearly double. So A, it's disturbing his sleep, and B, it's reducing the airflow into his lungs. And although his AHI is looking pretty good, if he was monitoring his blood oxygen level, I imagine during these periods of high leak, there would be a lot of oxygen desaturations. Anyway, let's move on to when he started wearing the Lena. All right, so pressure's still very high, 19.8. He's dropped it 0.2. But have a look at the leak rates now. Hey? There are no leak rates. Perfect seal at 19.8, which is quite remarkable. And let's just zoom in here. Check out the tidal volume again. Look how steady that tidal volume is. See that? Look at the breathing. Beautiful. See how steady the tidal volume is here? Too good. All right, next up we have Nancy. G'day, Nancy. We'll scroll down and check out her leak trend down here. And once again, you can pretty much tell exactly when she started using the Lena mask over here. And although it doesn't look like there's a massive difference in the trend chart here, we're really looking at the blue bars, which is the median. All right, so median here, 15.6, 8.4, 13.2, 10.8. Okay, and then all of a sudden, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 6, 0, 0. All right, let's check out the daily chart. She's also using a BiPAP. Okay, here we go. Look at all the leak. Hey, it's all over the place. 20, 30, 24. Scrolling down, blood oxygen, awesome. She's got the Sleep HQ O2 ring, and you can see oxygen drops. A lot of oxygen drops. So take a mental picture of this chart here, and let's check out the Lena. Almost a perfect seal. Tiny little bit of leak here, and a little bit here as well. Right, but a massive difference. And if we scroll down and check out her blood oxygen, so much better. So much more consistent. There's this one little period here, that's artifact. I can guarantee if we scroll down, she'll be moving around. Yep. All right, so she woke up out of REM, started moving, rolled over, and then the ring came loose on her finger. Sometimes that happens. Who's next? James. All right, so James has a pressure max of 11, so not a super high pressure. But once again, look at all this leak. Mask leaking like a sieve. He switches to the Lena. Once again, almost perfect. One little section here. Don't know what happened there, but for the whole night, almost flawless. Next, moving through pretty quick now. Who have we got? David. G'day, Dave. A lot of leak, just a lot of leak throughout the whole night. And he switches to the Lena. Da, 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 da. Incredible. Almost flawless once again. So there you go. Some very impressive results from Sleep HQ Pro members who were struggling with large leak. They made the switch to Lena, and the rest is history. Now here's the bad news. You can't buy the Lena in the US. I don't know why Löwenstein hasn't entered the US market. Maybe it's medical insurance, maybe it's the ResMed boogeyman, I don't know, but you can't buy it. However, if you're a Sleep HQ Pro member, I'll put some information in the description down below and you can access it worldwide. Now, if you're in the UK, you can pick it up from Hope to Sleep. I've got no affiliation with Hope to Sleep. However, they seem like a nice company. Hope to Sleep, here it is here, £118. All right, have they got any feedback here? 4 reviews, let's check out them quickly. Tried quite a lot of masks from different manufacturers, but having used this Lena for a couple of months, it's the best one for my high pressures. I was on the F20, but I'm now getting best results from this. Do check your face size, as I'm a medium with this, but a large one most others. Hang on, I thought it was the other way around. I thought this was a larger fit. Anyway, I'll put the mask size guide in the description down below, so print it off and check it out for yourself. Not the easiest to clean, and I think the magnets on other masks are a better idea. I agree. Well, not everyone can wear magnets though, can they? Pacemakers and the like. There you go. All right, let's switch over now to the ResMed Mirage Quattro. It's a dinosaur. It's a fossil. It's been around for a long time. 2007, what's that? 17 years. ResMed will never discontinue this mask. It's too damn good. Let's check it out. All right, check it out. The fossil, 17 years old and still going strong. The ResMed Mirage Quattro. How good is that? All right, so there's the elbow here. Swivels around. Quick release connector up here. Forehead support. Like a screw design. Screw it in, screw it out. Similar to the Lena. So, similar idea, if you know what I mean. And then you have some clips here at the bottom. Just pinch to release. What else have we got on this bad boy? O2 ports for connecting supplemental oxygen here. The headgear, Pretty old school. The Velcro's not bad though. Not too shabby. But let's check out the cushion. I'll take the headgear off. Right, now you just pinch in here. There is one at the bottom too, but I generally don't need to use that one. Alright, let's have a look here. Very similar design, isn't it? Hey, dual wall again. Same thing. You've got that thin outer layer and then that thick, rigid inner layer. And this silicone is like next level. Like it's just so sticky. It really is. Keep it nice and clean. Great stuff. Now to all my mates over in the US, g'day guys. If you want to pick yourself up a ResMed Mirage Quattro and save yourself a few bucks, it is an expensive mask over in the US. All right, they don't make them like they used to. Then head on over to sleeplay.com and you can use the coupon code MAGICDRAGON20 for 20% off, and you'll need that 20%. Look at this, $182. Money well spent. Right, you can check out the reviews here. 49 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. And you also get free shipping, 30-day mask exchange, and you earn rewards points. And this is a very generous rewards points program where $1 equals 1 point, 100 points, $10. It's like an extra 10% off. How good is that? So for this mask example, let's just say that coupon code takes it down to, I don't know, around the $140 mark. You also get 140 rewards points, which is an extra $14 off next time you need some headgear, some CPAP filters, and so on. And you can also pick it up pre-tax, FSA, HSA eligible. So $182 is a lot. However, pre-tax, rewards points, Uncle Nico's discount code, MAGICDRAGON20, puff the magic dragon, and away you go. All right, now if you're an Aussie, head on over to cpap.com.au. CPAP Direct, Australia's largest independent. So important. Everyone else is owned by ResMed, not CPAP Direct. And check out the pricing on this bad boy, $169. It's cheaper here in Australia than it is in the US. That must be a world's first right there. And it's obviously a bestseller because have a look at this. It's out of stock. Extra small. Hopefully by the time you visit the page, there's more stuff for you. All right. And if you want to get an even better deal, use coupon code SLEEPHQ10 for an extra 10% off. There you go. All right, just before we wrap it up, I know there'll be some people watching who might not have a couple $100 to go and buy a new Lena or a Quattro. So here's a few simple, affordable tips you can try to reduce your mask leak. And these will work with any mask. Number one, this little accessory here, it's called VCOM. It's around $20 to $30. And you just connect it up to your mask like so. And what it does, it reduces that high airflow during inhalation. Basically drops your IPAP a little bit whilst maintaining EPAP. It's been a game changer for a lot of the Sleep HQ Pro members. So make sure you check it out. I'll put some links in the description down below. Number two, really simple, this one. It's a little clip here, a little tube clip, hose clip, whatever you want to call it. You can pick it up on Amazon. They're like $1, $2 maybe. And you can clip it to your pillow or your nightshirt, your t-shirt when you're sleeping. And what it does is it stops your tube from pulling on your mask. All right. Now, hold that thought because there is another thing you can buy as well. Also very affordable. It's a hose holder. All right. You slot it in between your mattress and your bed frame. It elevates the tubing. And once again, takes the weight of the tubing off your mask. And it also stops the tube tangle when you're rolling around in bed. That's number three. Number four, and this is a game changer. Switching from a 15mm slimline tube to a 19mm standard tube. Now this is heated tubing. This is ResMed tubing, it's expensive. However, you can just use your standard tubing as well. Get yourself a tube cozy if you're struggling with rain out. But 19mm standard, that also reduces that high velocity, that high airflow, which can cause a lot of the mask leaks. And the last one, if you're using like a nasal pillow style or a nasal style, in the settings of your device, if you switch your mask setting from nasal or pillow to full face mask, that also drops that high velocity, that high airflow, which can really help. Just a couple of tips. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time, sleep well, look after your mates, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.
We're in Adelaide for the Sleep HQ Down Under conference, and I've been wandering around the conference. No one's given me any products apart from one company. This company here, Löwenstein. They've given me their brand new Lena mask, and they said, Uncle Nico, if there's anyone that can test out the extreme seal capabilities of this mask, it's you. Take it to the limits. See what you can do, but we think this thing can seal up to 50 centimeters of pressure. I said, you know what, boys? You know what, Germans? You got yourselves a deal. So I've headed out. I've found myself a shisha bar. And I'm gonna see what this bad boy can do. Let's go. Here we go. You ready for this? Like nothing you've ever seen on the CPAP Reviews channel. Here we go. Let's check it out. Hey, before we do, check out this dual wall seal. Look at that. You don't see that anymore. That reminds me of the Quattro days, hey? Back in 2008 when I was in the CPAP clinics. Here we go. Oh, it's a good fit, I can tell. Here we go. Here we go. One of the best seals I've ever had, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out though.